stampingcatcrew.com. Today we're going to make a variation of this lovely Wishes card. It's actually from the 2018 Occasions catalog. Just got released the beginning of this month. It's actually from a color challenge, and our color challenge colors were Pear Pizzazz, Sweet Sugar Plum, Powder Pink, and Crumb Cake. I'm going to set those aside. This is the stamp set that we used. It comes in all these little bits, so you can actually do wreaths, you can do entire backgrounds. It's just really pretty. So the first one that I did is kind of more of a full card size, no ribbon, no embellishment. It's literally inks, stamps, paper. So very straightforward, very easy. We did very vanilla paper, Pear Pizzazz, and the Crumb Cake. And then, of course, I always tell you, don't forget to make your envelopes pretty. So I'm going to set that aside and bring in the one that we're going to work on. So this is the exact same concept, except I've done it more as a picture frame and a focal point here than to take up the whole card front. And so same sentiment, wishing you a lovely day. And we're just going to add a few of the stamps along the edge, and I'm also going to dress it up a little with some ribbon. So this first biggest one I actually stamped in Crumb Cake, and I'll show you why I did that. So I'm gonna just do the top portion in Crumb Cake, and I'm going to go off the page because I don't want to add any more right here. And then I've got my cleaner. So this is the leaves that are poking out over here, and I've done those in Pear Pizzazz. Close that up. I'm going to grab my Pear Pizzazz. And what's really cool is there are lots of different sizes of flowers and leaves, and you can fill them, stamp off. It's just a really versatile set in terms of colors that you have to play with. This is another one of the stamps that's down here. I'm actually going to add it again along the bottom because I've got this coming in along the top. So again, I don't want to get the entire thing added. So we're going to ink up a bit, and I'm going to come in just at the bottom right there. Again, the leaf in Pear Pizzazz. And because they're photopolymer stamps, and because I'm going off the edge, that's why I have some scratch paper and my foam pad. Whenever you use the totally see-through stamps, these are actually photopolymer, even though you'd think that they're clear. Clear is red rubber mounted that mounts on clear blocks. Photopolymer are the ones that are totally see-through, and they have no sponginess to them. So using the foam pad helps you get really good contact with the paper, and it'll give you a much better stamped image that way. So your next color that we have is the Powder Pink. And I've actually used that to fill in a lot of the little tulip flowers here. And so they come in these 3 different sizes. So I'm just going to do that one right there. And then we've got the medium one up here. And then I have the smaller one right here. And then what we're going to do is just sprinkle a couple of the outlines in the Sweet Sugar Plum. And that kind of gives you your pop of a brighter color. And we're just going to put a couple of them around. So we're going to add one right here. I'm going to add one right here. And that's probably enough. So I'm going to grab my Powder Pink one more time. And this is really the process of stamping. A lot of it is just winging it and seeing how you like the way things turn out. So I'm thinking that we may want to have a little pop up here in the corner. I'm going to open the Sweet Sugar Plum one more time. I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to grab my outline stamp right here, and I'm going to add a little bit right up in the corner there, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the Powder Pink right there. Okay, so we've added the bit of color right here, and that's the little pop. I think that's plenty going on. I'm going to put this aside and grab our snail adhesive. I'm going to go around the 4 sides. Here. Make sure all my little edges are smooth. I just wanted to have a frame of that green around. And then again, I think what we're going to do is add a little bit of the Pear Pizzazz ribbon. And part of that is deciding where we want that to go. So I think we want the knot just about here. And so when we're eyeballing that, we know that we are going to cut off about this much. So I'm going to grab my ribbon snips right here. I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive to the back. And that'll just remind me of where it is that I want to place that ribbon. Because I'm wanting to keep that centered. So if I keep that even, right there, and then I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to go over all 4 of my corners and the ribbon that I just placed down. And center that right on our card front. And then I think what we're going to do is do some dimensionals here to pop this up a bit. And I like to put one in the center. That way when you mail it or they're stored along with other cards, it doesn't get flattened out in the center. Remove those. And just about there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a knot out of this Pear Pizzazz ribbon. And this is really nice because it has a shimmer to it, which I love. Okay, and grab a glue dot. And it's a matter of deciding exactly how you want this to lay. So just like that. So we have our original card, and then I did do a second envelope to go with this right here. So this is kind of your first level, and then this is stepped up a bit. So really same kind of stamping, just adding some embellishments, popping up the focal point, and that's it. So super easy card. Hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Thanks so much for stopping by. Happy creating.